Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset. Finals. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So Florida State's offense will have some work to do here thanks to that bad return. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it here. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line. The Irish offense comes up here on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, that's right. You're thinking of old-school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. The offense getting set. It's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least pick up.
Football comes out. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up the first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the ball to the ground. The offense recovers the fumble. And the Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the football.
And That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
He manages the footing and the extra point is up and good. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And he lobs it deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the grab, and they get him down after the completion. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He's running out of time here. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. The Seminoles will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Makes a quick grab. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? An inside give now from the shotgun.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Receivers are bunched together. To throw, it's Burton. Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Irish. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Return starts from inside the 5, and the returner will be brought down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks left and finds his target there. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Noles will try to keep this drive moving. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important,
and he floats this pass deep down the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made after a big gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. He shreds the tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Not able to connect. Incomplete. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Scanning the field. It's Burton. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the out route. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And that is no good. So in the second quarter of play, this game remains tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Play action here on first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense is still clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This quarterback on fire today.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And it's good for a first down to the 36. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Pass rush closing in. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. And the Noles will kick this away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Looking downfield, it's Burton. Snags the quick throw. Finding some room at the 25. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win it.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they will claim the second half lead. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes owners get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big throw caught on the left side. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incomplete.
Looking for a deep completion. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Knowles. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Being set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Dropping back, it's Burton. Caught in the flat by the running back. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll take a deep shot here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Seminoles! That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Second down after that run in the previous play. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Defense. Penalty gives the offensive coordinator a little bit more room to work with now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Burton. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Breaks loose at the 45. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Dropping back, it's Burton. Pressure is coming. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
He's moving out of the pocket. Ball carrier running through tackles. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Knowles. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to create here on the move. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking tackles. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Now, you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
6th play of the drive coming up. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver makes the grab, brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. The Noles come to the line to run the hurry up. Here we go on 4th down. And they pick up the 1st down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. 1st down and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The linebacker shifting around now. 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Handoff in a single back formation. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 4th down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. Quarterback drops back, and he's got his man open downfield. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles. Kirk had a month to get ready for this pitch and catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answers so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear, big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Catch made, a lot of space now. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
And that's good enough for a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but